Whoa, good Lord. Good Lords above. We are here today, the 11th of November. Remembrance Day today, actually, or Veterans Day, whatever you call it in the U.S. But here it's called Remembrance Day. Crazy. How is it 11th of November? This year is like literally over. It's insane. Yeah, it's 11th November, Friday. We're doing an FMV Friday today with the list. I flew too close to the sun with my sugar thing, so I am teetering on getting a migraine. So this is probably going to be a very short stream. But I also have a feeling that this game is not very long, so that might be a blessing in disguise. So there's that. Right. Like I said yesterday, for those of you that were here, my eyelashes are very ishy for some reason. What did I say yesterday? All right. This is like as far as I know anyways, is like a database type, like investigative game where we have to watch like videos of a police interview, very similar to Her Story from what I understand again. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's good. I really want to get my hair cut. I'm done with long hair. I've had long hair now since like 2017, I think, roughly. And it's been all the way down to my butt, and it's like fairly short now in comparison to what it was before. But I want to like chop all of it off. Get a new, I'll show you. So this really gorgeous woman on TikTok, and I screenshotted her hair, and I'm like, I want that hair. That short. I'll show you. Like that. And that's what I want. I want hair that short. Because I'm so done with this, like, what is this? I look like I have like a really weird mullet. It's very strange. Very weird. I don't like it. And I'm also thinking about dyeing it, which, again, I haven't dyed my hair in forever, but maybe that's why I'm not getting any acting jobs. They're like, you're boring. Something interesting about you. But anyway, I maybe even will try to get in on my birthday to go get that done and get my hair cut. I'm like so over the short hair, long hair. Anyway, yeah, let's see who, hello. So I'm going to have a lot of trouble talking as the migraine progresses. Although I did take my medication, so it probably will get progressively worse. But it's like worse to get better. It's always the way it is. Let's say hello to who is in chat. We got Lord. Hello, Lord. Welcome. Thank you for being here to support your favorite musician, lady. Well, thank you. That's so nice. You're doing lab work, so I actually have service and can join. That's nice. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. SoCal, what's up? I didn't realize that you're the current hype train conductor. Awesome. Love that. Idol is here. What's up? Idol. I thought of you today because I don't know how I got here or there. Oh, by the way, I finished the Cyberpunk song today, so it's done, and now I just need to send it off. I have to like export all the tracks and send it away. But as I was doing that, like I took a break for lunch and I found this video. It's a Vice video called, it's a Vice video about a community of people called the targeted individuals. These people that believe that like they're being targeted by the government and that they have like implants in their head and they're being like watched by whoever. And, you know, they have magnetic blood and all this stuff. Anyways, so the point is that in their community and in this particular episode, they were talking about a guy named Max who claimed that he had been taken away and experimented on and brought back, and that it happens without him wanting it to happen or whatever, and he ended up dying. Just guess what? Immediately guess like what I thought about. I was like, oh my god. Max, huh? That disappears and he gets experimented on, gets brought back. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, I have to tell everybody, the people that are X-Files fans, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, oh my god. It's life imitating art, I guess. I don't know. But I thought that was funny and I would share that. Lord says, it's Veterans Day and I can't get free shit this year. Oh my god. Free shit. Like, what do you... Oh, because you're... Okay, yeah. SoCal says, good riddance to 2022. You were mostly shit. Yeah, agreed. Really, really, really shit. John is here. Welcome, John. Lord says, been playing God of War and holy shit, it's so good. Well, that's good to hear. Love that. Alder, what's up? Lord says, "No, you're gorgeous. Thank you." But I like the idea of change. Mean that in a nice way, not trying to be creepy. Thank you. I'm definitely going to do it. I feel like it needs to happen, and I've had my hair long for too long. So, yeah, it's a good change. Ian is here. Welcome, Ian. Yeah, I knew you would understand. Idle knew exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, and the way, and in the most non-ironic way, these people are talking about how they believed Max, and they believed like what he was going through, and you know, one of the guys, the way that he was talking, I'm like, this is an X-Files episode. These people are literally like very, in my opinion, very clearly mentally ill, but they all kind of, it's like a folie à deux kind of thing. They all kind of feed off each other's madness. You know, so very, very interesting. So I was like, oh my God, Max Fennick. Oh, Max Fennick is real. So cool. SoCal says some Katie Melua hair can't be a bad thing. I get super lazy with it, and then it doesn't look good, and I just ended up putting them in pigtails, and like, yeah, and it's just like time for me to like get rid of the ends. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know who Katie, that person is, but she probably has great hair. Sounds like she's got great hair. Idle says, I watched a quick documentary too, like months ago, kind of the same, where people were literally counting each car is passing by their house and stuff. So creepy, like, see, there are 3 red cars passing by. Red is blood. The government wants to kill me. What the fuck? Yeah, it's sad because these people are really clearly, it's like struggling. One of them, she was like obviously very intelligent and like, she's like, I went to Oxford and I'm like, you know, really educated or whatever. But then I just realized that I started being tracked by the government, and the guy's like, I have an implant in the back of my neck. Just feel it. I'm like Scully? Scully had an implant. But no, he was serious. He's like, just feel it. It's just feel it. And the guy's like feeling it. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not really feeling what you're feeling. He's like, you need to press harder. So I think he actually implanted it himself, and yeah, and he's getting people to feel this like implant. I'm like, well, if you take it out, you're gonna get cancer. So John says, how are you feeling, by the way? Too much sugar. Yeah, too much sugar. I did. I flew too close to the sun. I ate chocolate. And yeah. And I'm not feeling good. I knew I wouldn't, but I was like, whatever. I'm just going to reward myself for finishing this song. And now I don't feel good. And it's going to be such a busy weekend. So I also have, that was my last medication, and my pharmacy is not open on the weekend. So I'm like, I pray to fucking God that doesn't happen. Because that means that I will be down for the count for the entire weekend. If I get another one, of course, knock on wood, I don't, but I should be okay. Just don't do that again. Idol says, yeah, the interviewer just disagreed with them, so they said that he was with them. Yeah, and in this case, the same thing, like he was saying that, one of the guys was saying that a magnet attaches to his skin and he doesn't know why. And he was like, maybe we should check you too, to the interviewer. And the interviewer's like, yeah, okay, sure. So he puts the magnet started sticking to him too, to the interviewer. And instead of questioning whether or not the logic that it means something means that he'd been probed or whatever, he's like, oh, they got to you too. You need to get checked, man. You need to get scanned, because otherwise you're fucked. They got you. And the interviewer was like, yeah, all right. Yeah. So it's either you're with them or you're not, I guess, in their world. Lord says, do you have hypoglycemia? Just curious. Maybe that could be related to it. Yeah. I mean, I've never been diagnosed with that, but it does. Sugar seems to give me migraines. So, but lately I've been like, oh goodness, I could eat sugar. I could eat, I've been able to like get less sleep and I was fine, but of course flew too close to the sun. Yeah, Ryan, what's up? Anyways, let's play this game. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I don't have high hopes, but it did have some good reviews, so we'll see. And it really doesn't help that this light is really bright. So maybe we can just like turn it around. Go away! Oh, it's really warm. Why is it warm? And nobody wants to, whatever. Fuck it. We'll just keep it. Yeah, let's do it. I think it is. It's very low, though. Or do we care about that necessarily? I don't know. Kels is here. Welcome, Kels. I have a feeling that this game is going to be a Unity game. That means that it's going to be John's favorite game. John? Don't you love Unity games? Okay. Here's the database. Ooh, what's the 8-ball? Am I gonna like this game? You doubt it? Oh. Alright. Our database is designed with one key goal. Organization. Our database uses a revolutionary system designed to make archive footage safe, secure, and easy to access for all, due to our system has been tagged by the words spoken within each clip. So it's exactly like her story. Simply search for keywords spoken within interviews to quickly and efficiently gather the data you desire. In order to maintain an effective and reliable workflow, all officers are expected to ensure the following instructions are followed acutely. All words that are tagged in our database are at least 3 letters long. Any words that are below are obsolete. No contractions or numbers. All the spoken names are expected to be sorted in this manner. If a full name is spoken, it must be tagged with the full name. Okay. If the first name is spoken, it must be tagged with the last name is spoken, it must be tagged with the last name. Okay. All searches are limited to 1 word per search, except for full names and words, places, or names that are comprised of multiple words. Trinity site. Once the search is conducted, only the first 5 results will be displayed to the investigating officer in chronological order from top to bottom. A magnifying glass indicates a clip that hasn't been viewed yet within the current session. Once a clip is viewed, it will be added to a complete timeline within the database, which can be viewed at any time and is automatically sorted in chronological. If a clip contains the same word more than once, thanks to the bits, Kels. And it's your work saves automatically. Love that. What's this? Got word some big shot special agent guy was coming down to the precinct tonight. If you're reading this, I'm guessing that's you. They said you were here to take a look at the 2017 Grady case. Not sure why the sudden interest. Trail's been cold for almost 3 years, but who knows whatever you boys have found out about him recently. Anyway, I got you all set up in limited access. Sorry I can't leave you alone with the database without supervision. Them's the rules. If you're still here in the morning, I'll be more than happy to lend a hand. You should have access to all the files related to the case, though, the ones we have left anyway. We had a little run-in about a year ago, some sort of data breach, that lost a lot of files in the data breach. Only half the Grady case files remain, so unfortunately you won't hear Jackson grilling him. I've left the police database Super Sleuth. That's me. Oh, I can make notes. Here's the police report. It happened on September 8th, or is it August 9th? I never know how people do it in the U.S. Assault and homicide at the bus station parking lot. Gabriel Jackson. John Doe had a list of names on his person, all crossed but Jordan Grady's. Oh, September 8th? Okay. So, at approximately 9:30, Jordan Grady was assaulted by an unknown assailant at a bus terminal. That resulted in Grady killing John Doe in self-defense. Grady claims Doe had been stalking him outside the terminal and approached him at gunpoint once the 9:30 bus arrived. Grady acted quickly, resulting in a scuffle, and in the exchange acquired Doe's firearm, shooting Doe 3 times in the chest, killing him. Multiple eyewitnesses reported the firearm was indeed Doe's, and Doe approached Grady. Okay, so there's a mention of a kind of like a hit list of some kind. We don't know who John Doe is. Right. Interesting. All right. On September 8th of this year, a man named Jordan Grady shot and killed an unknown assailant in self-defense. I was given the task of investigating the attack. Once I arrived at the bus station where the incident had taken place, I had a small chat with Grady, and he gave me a short rundown of what happened. He stated he noticed a figure had been stalking him ever since he first entered the terminal. Hey, Slug TV, welcome. Afterwards, I spoke with eyewitnesses who all agreed that the assailant that had pulled a gun on Grady caused him to retaliate. The assailant had no form of identification on his person, only a memento, an unregistered firearm, and a list of names. Jordan Grady was on this list. We believe the attack was premeditated. From there, we knew we had to bring Grady in for questioning. I began questioning Grady on the 12th and interviewed him 5 times as the week passed. We learned a fair amount of information about Grady those 5 days. However, I can't say much of it was useful. None of it gave us a solid idea on why someone wanted him dead. I had a few theories, but none of which had any grounding. Without anything we could prove, we had to give in and let him go. An early morning, 3 days later, Jordan Grady was shot in the back of the head while leaving his home in Santa Fe. I was contacted by Santa Fe police for consulting, but we still could not form a complete picture or possible motivation. For now, this case is left open. Myself and the rest of the department are unsure where to go next. We do not have a single lead. Unless we receive new information, this case will be left on the back burner. Okay. So, Jordan Grady believes he was being stalked by a man who ended up killing him, or he ended up killing the assailant. But then, on September 20th, Jordan Grady was shot and execution style, as they say, while leaving his home. So the person was in the house already? Terrifying. Okay, what happened to the music? So that's interesting. All right, 1993. Okay, is that AB Alabama or Alberta? I think it's Alberta, because isn't Alabama AL? Or maybe it is AB. I don't know. We'll see. Slug says that I'm the murderer. So yeah, he's Canadian. That's interesting. Yeah, man would know. It is AL. That is the gun in a literal Ziploc bag. Idol says no, while leaving his house, guess the culprit was waiting outside. Shot in the back of... Well, I mean, it could be, sure. When he leaves the house and he was like waiting on the porch or something, but like how do you surprise somebody if you're not already... I don't know. Like if he's shot leaving the house... Oops. Was shot in the back of the head while leaving his home. So yeah, they could have been like waiting behind the car or whatever and then jump out and shoot him in the back of the head, but like... That's interesting. What the hell? Janice? And then it's like a bunny rabbit? Does that look like a bunny rabbit to you? Janice, I know. Does that have any sort of special meaning? Bunny rabbit? The only thing I know about what Janus means is like the doors of Janus in Rome. And I believe that had something to do with like dedicated to the god itself. But I don't remember rabbits being associated with him. Okay, maybe I'm like looking too much into this. I feel like it's not that deep. It looks like it says Janus. And so this must be the list. Okay. Here's his autopsy report by Javier Flores. An autopsy was performed on the body of John Doe. Oh, so this is the guy he killed on the 14th. Gunshot not fatal. Entry pectoralis major. Gunshot entry 2 was fatal through the heart. Ooh. Gunshot 3 not fatal and irrelevant, external oblique. So here, and then the heart would have been, I guess, here. No, that's pectoral. Which I don't remember. I think this is the one that killed him. But anyway, that's interesting. Good to know. All right. So here's the database. So how do I search? Is it here? Let's type in
Janus.
Janus.
I don't know what that could mean. And I don't think that's from the books. Not the original books, at least.
The books. Okay, so maybe it's like a character in a book or something. What did he say? Hold on.
Janus. I don't know what that could mean. And I don't think that's from the books. Not the original books, at least. No, I don't know a Janus.
Okay, let's...
Oh, see here how it reads down the rabbit hole and on the back through the looking glass, and the center is a white rabbit.
Ah. Oh, okay, so it's something to do with Oz? Idol saying a cult, maybe? I think it has something to do with Oz. No? Okay. No? Oh, I already did that. Never mind.
Through the looking glass is a bit more tricky. Basically a mirror. It's a reflection of the world, where things are the same, but different.
So maybe he's a writer or something, where he's being stalked by, like, an obsessed fan, a stan. Which, by the way, unrelated to what we're doing right now, I watched the Stan video, Eminem's Stan, for the first time like 2 days ago. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. It's fucking crazy. Holy shit. It, what's his name? Devin Sawa was amazing in that. And I didn't know that that was Dido. Hello? The hell? It's such a, like, and I actually listened to the lyrics for the first time when it like, the whole thing. I'm like, I've definitely had some crazy send me stuff before, but, like, that's unhinged. Anyways, Stan. My tears got cold, I wonder if I get out of bed at all. My morning rain clouds up my window, and I get the even if I could, I'll be there. Got your picture on my own. Such a great great little, like, little ditty, little hook. Dear Slim. How about Wonderland?
Whatever this is, it's about Alice in Wonderland, or inspired by it at least. But I think that bit's a little obvious. You knew that, right?
Oh, okay.
There's this quote from
Oh, he's not
Alice in
wearing.
Wonderland.
Hold on.
I've been thinking about it a lot ever since I saw that stuff, John.
Wait, what?
There's this quote from Alice in Wonderland. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Wait, why did it
since
do that?
I saw that stuff John Doe had on it. It's this quote.
Okay.
I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. I guess I'm like that. I know who I am now. I can't go back and change who I am or what I've done.
He's also wearing a different shirt.
Whatever this is, it's about Alice in Wonderland, or inspired by it at least. But I think that bit's a little obvious. You knew that, right?
And then here,
There's this quote from Alice in Wonderland.
later on. Oh, it's a different day.
I've been thinking about it a lot ever since I saw that stuff, John.
Wait.
Whatever this
Okay,
is.
so it's the 13th, the 17th, so it's like 4 days later. Let's type in Alice. There's one more.
At one point in your life, you made your choice. And you can't go back. You made that choice, and that's who you are now. Just like Alice said.
What, this guy's obsessed. What the hell? Yeah, Alice. No, the white rabbit, the rabbit hole. Alice, yeah. Slug says, what are your thoughts about Aaron Carter? Did I not talk about that when it happened? I talked about it in Discord. Sorry, I get them confused. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I've said on stream and what I've said in Discord. 2 weeks before maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, maybe a week or so before he died, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw him live, like, talk. I don't know, he wasn't even talking. He was just doing something, and dude, he looked really, really rough. Like, really, like, huge bags under his eyes, like, not looking good. And I didn't actually click on the live stream to see, like, the comments or anything. I just, like, hung on because they give you kind of like a preview on TikTok to see if you want to actually join the live. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Is that Aaron Carter? Jesus. He did not look good. And then that night, I had a dream about him where he was like a zombie in my dream. But when you have a dream about somebody, in your dream that it's him, but then you can see that it's not him. I think it was just because I had seen him earlier in the day and he was not looking good, but then I had a dream that he was a zombie and then he fucking died the next week. So, yeah. It's so sad. Like, terribly, terribly sad. It's another one of, like, those stories where we, as, like, the public, chew up and spit out the people that were once famous and discard them as if they're, like, useless now, which is, I think he's a prime example of that. Like, he was on the top of the world and then really struggled, and then nobody gave a shit. Well, that's not true. People did give a shit about him, but they just noticed that he was struggling and didn't, throw him a lifeline, So, it's sad. Idol says it's a sample from her single Thank You. Yeah, I know Thank You. I know the song. But I didn't know in the video that she was in the video because I'd never seen it. So, anyway. Ian says, I wonder if Corey Feldman is on a similar trajectory. I just think that's really, it's so sad that, you know, we build up these people, we love them, and then, you know, we realize that they're human, and then if they make these mistakes, we just discard them. It's like really awful. I feel like Corey's Corey. I recently posted about the fact that I think about his Today Show performance often, and it usually coincides with me like mopping the floor or something, and I'm like mopping the floor and dancing like he does in that video. It's super cringy, but you know, he's so dedicated to like what he does. He loves performing, so good for him, man. Not gonna raid on that parade. SoCal says the music is so dramatic. Yeah, considering like what I'm talking about. Sinclair, hey Sinclair, says Corey's coming to Buffalo for a concert. Oh, I actually saw some footage of him in concert when I was searching that Today video because I needed to like see it. Because once it started getting in my head. Because it's funny because the song itself is actually not that bad. It's catchy, but just like the visuals, like I just could do without actually seeing him and the women that is in his band. That he makes them dress up in those angel costumes. So weird. Anyway, it's not like awful, but anyway, whatever.
Whatever this is, it's about Alice in Wonderland, or inspired by it at least. But I think that bit's a little obvious. You knew that, right?
Okay, so I've seen all of these. Did I see this one?
At one point in your life, you made your choice. Then you can't go back. You made that choice, and that's who you are now. Just like Alice said.
Are you like obsessed with Alice in Wonderland? Jesus. Idol says, oh my bad, no problem. Synergy says it's a shame about Aaron passing away. He went through a lot. Yeah. I saw something that made me like burst into tears. Actually, it was a video of him doing an interview. He's like bearing his soul about something that happened to him because about his parents or that he was forced into doing something and blah, 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 blah. And he's just like bawling, absolutely sobbing. And the lady is just like, like, how do you not fall apart when somebody is just like clearly coming apart at the seams? I was like, the amount of sadness I felt and saw on his face, I was like, holy shit, poor guy, man. He's been through some stuff. And yeah. So it is sad. It is sad. John says, sorry, I'm not active. I'm watching. I'm just kind of dissociating a little. I feel that. I feel it. It's all good. John says, speaking of Feldman, Anthony Fantano's review of his album is fucking hilarious. Definitely worth a watch. It's a little, like, especially in that video, it's very off-putting that it is so Michael Jackson inspired. It's like very odd, but, you know, in a kind of so bad it's good way. And Mark is asking if we've killed anyone yet. No. I'm starting to get nauseous, though. That's not a good sign. Anyway, so where are we? I really want to know about this Band-Aid situation.
Oh, well, my head is getting better. Cut isn't that bad anymore. Don't need a Band-Aid for it, at least.
He got cut?
He knocked me to the ground, hitting my head, giving me this.
Oh, okay.
Cut still stings. The gun was down there, too. So I grabbed it. And I turned around and I shot him 3 times, I think. And everyone there was just screaming.
Wait.
He knocked me to the ground, hitting my head, giving me this.
Uh-huh.
Cut still stings. The gun was down there, too. So I grabbed it. And I turned around and I shot him 3 times, I think. And everyone there was just screaming.
So he dropped the gun when he hit you?
I'm sorry, but at this point in the investigation, we just can't tell you that. Cut the shit, Grady. We know you know more than you're letting on.
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, but at this point in the investigation, we just can't tell you that. Cut the shit, Grady. We know you know more than you're letting on.
Okay.
I stopped. I turned around.
Uh-huh.
He reached into his coat.
Oh, but he reached
Pulled out
into
a
his...
gun.
But you said that the coat was... the gun was down on the floor already. Did he not? He said that he knocked him down, hit his head. Then the gun was already down there. So he picked it up. He turned around, picked it up, turned around, and shot him 3 times, I think.
I stopped.
And I turned
around.
around. Yeah.
He reached into his coat. He pulled out a gun.
Really?
I grabbed his arm, just trying to keep him from pointing it at me. We were sort of in a rustle for it. I eventually knocked the gun out of his...
A what? A rustle? Wrestle. We're wrestling.
I grabbed his arm, just trying to keep him from pointing it at me. We were sort of in a rustle for it. I eventually knocked the gun out of his hand and onto the concrete.
Okay. So he threw you down on the ground. You hit your head. There's a cut. You said that the gun was already down on the ground originally when I searched for Band-Aid. Okay, and then you're saying also about the arm.
I grabbed his arm, just trying to keep him from pointing it at me. We were sort of in a rustle for it. I eventually knocked the gun out of his hand and onto the concrete. He knocked me to the ground, hitting my head, giving me this. That still stings. The gun was down there too. So I grabbed it. And I turned around and I shot him 3 times, I think. And everyone there was just screaming.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
I stopped.
Turn around.
I turned around. He reached into his coat.
Okay.
He pulled out a gun.
Oh, okay. And then you wrestled with him. He knocks you to the ground. The gun hits the floor. You pick it up. You shoot him 3 times. Got it. What else do we need to ask this man? Nope.
I waited. Bus wasn't due until 9:30, so I had about 15-ish minutes to spare. But that's when I first saw him.
Okay.
No, I thought he just moved on and that I was being paranoid. So I kept waiting for the bus to arrive. I didn't think about it anymore. That was just all in my head. I was making something out of something that wasn't really there.
That's interesting.
The overhead speaker came on saying the bus for San Jose was pulling up in about 2 minutes. So I decided to try to distance myself from it.
Wait. Sorry, I stopped paying attention.
The overhead speaker came on saying the bus for San Jose was pulling up in about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So I decided to try to distance myself from it, which probably was a mistake. So I grabbed my bag and I headed towards the exit. And I noticed right away he got up as well, and he was following me.
Okay.
Well, now it was probably around 9:20 or 25. I don't really remember. I used the bathroom, so I slipped my bag under my seat. Like I said, there wasn't that many people there, so I wasn't really worried about anyone stealing it.
Oh, okay.
I knew it had to be the same person. The way he sat directly across from where I was, the fact that they didn't even have any luggage, no suitcase, no bag. There's no way they were there for a long distance bus ride. know that because my bag had a pin on it. A real, like, Dolvine pin back from the election. I realized that after I sat down, my pin was gone from my bag. Apologize because I want her back. She's pathetic. She'll come back to Santa Fe with me in an instant if I do.
Okay, there's a lady. There's a lady.
That's, all I have to say. My car is ready and I have to get back to Santa Fe. I think it's time for me to go. Good luck, detective.
Okay. All right. Probably gonna.
Well, she wanted children. I told her I wasn't ready for that. I mean, this was only last year. I still am way too young for that.
So there's a lady.
Your daughter, Sarah, right?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah.
He will make everything better for her. I will make everything better for her. Oh, you talked to her, huh? Interrogate her? Ask some questions? Found the big secret? Or is it all, a bunch of bullshit, which, let's face it, it is.
Really? Jordan.
Your daughter, Sarah, right? Sarah, yeah. He will make everything better for her. I will make everything better for her.
Okay, so that didn't yield anything.
You agree then, right? Epstroke is such a great place to go camping. I used to go there every time I was there, right by the Shoshone River. Great place for a kid to see the outdoors. Now you asked me, but you got any kids, detective?
So his daughter's name is Sarah?
I mean, you're the detective, right? Why are you asking these kinds of questions?
Is it like a poker chip?
Hey. I was beginning to miss you, detective.
Or not a, what do you call that, a casino chip? No. No, it's not.
A memento? The coin thing Doe had? I don't recognize this. I have no idea what this coin is for.
I just want to try something. No? Okay. Thought that maybe that was his talking about his daughter. Can I type in something like shit? No.
A hit list, yeah. No shit. Everyone's name is crossed out but mine after someone tried to shoot me. Great detective skills. Because I want everything cleared up between us. I don't think it really hit me until yesterday, but somebody tried to kill me. Somebody wants me dead, and I don't want to die. There's too much to do first, not when I'm about to just get started.
Get started doing what?
Well, it's been forever since I heard the story, but a big theme of the book was about a reflection of the world. Everything would be going backwards and where it shouldn't be. It was like a fable from a book. Two star-crossed lovers. Shakespeare shit. So it wasn't perfect forever.
Let's see if he has a girlfriend.
No, I'm not married or have a girlfriend. Asking about a girlfriend again, is that really important?
Woman!
I guess I'm just waiting for the right woman. Like, I've been with women before, just they come and go. I haven't found the right one yet. Stupid fucking woman. There's a list, right? My name was on it. I don't know. I don't know why I was on this list of people to kill. That is what it is, right? The list, I have no idea what that's about. I already told you that.
Sorry, I'm really quiet today. My brain is really starting to hurt. I think we already looked this up. Yeah. Damn it, I keep clicking the wrong one. Is there a way for me to see? Oh, good.
I waited. Bus wasn't due until 9:30, so I had about 15-ish minutes to spare. But that's when I first saw him.
I can't. Dalvine. Is that something significant? They come and go. Sounds like a you problem, bud. Third Eye, thank you so much for the resubscribe in 9 months. You are now the parent of a Twitch baby. Congratulations. Oh my god, I'm getting really hot. Okay. I think, guys, I'm really sorry, but I can probably only do like 5 more minutes because I'm really, really starting to struggle right now.
No, I thought you just moved on and that I was being paranoid. So I kept waiting for the bus to arrive.
Did I search paranoid and that's what brought that up?
I thought still must have just been in my mind and I was paranoid. But then I saw my pin was gone. It was still there when I left, so I knew something was wrong. I work for Senator Dolbine as part of his personal staff.
Oh.
I focus on marketing and communication.
Okay. So he's a marketing and communications for a senator. could put him in the harm's way.
Look, I know Dolvine is a little bit unorthodox, but he says what the people want to hear. He wants to make things better for everyone in New Mexico, even small towns like here in West County, and all of America, for that matter. Well, I was done with school for a bit over a year. I was pursuing a degree in political science because I wanted to get involved with politics. I was looking around for government internships, like what I heard, and I applied.
Intern, huh? Okay, so we know that he is a... What about rival? It's not politically motivated.
No, I thought he just moved on and that I was being paranoid. I waited. Well, now it was probably around 9:20 or 25.
I'm wondering if that like glitchiness is like me finding something that's like pivotal or something.
Well, now it was probably around 9:20 or 25. I don't really remember. I used the bathroom, so I slipped my bag under my seat. Like I said, there wasn't that many people there, so I wasn't really worried about anyone stealing it.
Does that mean something? Bag under the seat?
Got in line. It wasn't that long. The place was pretty empty. Got a ticket for San Jose and took a seat.
Not on the bus. Or you mean in the waiting room? Whatever.
I walked slowly back to my seat. We had eye contact the whole time. Both of us just watching each other. I didn't know what to do. I was worried. I didn't know who this guy was. But I knew whoever he was, it wasn't because I was randomly picked. He was there for me.
Really? Sounds a bit it's very paranoid. And the thing with the Alice in Wonderland thing is very interesting. But I made this mistake also with Immortality where I like harped on one particular thing having more of a meaning than it should have, like an overarching theme that I thought applied to the whole game, but really it was just like something to kind of put in there to throw you off, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh my god. I think, before we end, I think that there's something like either, I don't know, maybe he killed the guy, maybe he's like paranoid. He thinks that it's like a somebody that, I don't know. Maybe he paid the guy to kill him. And then he changed his mind, so then he killed him instead. That's why he had the name and stuff. I don't know. That's a wild theory, but I want to keep going, but I can't. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm intrigued, at least. And again, it's very, very much like her story and telling lies. Like, very much, that I have to look through all the footage and think about his story and try and piece that together. Because some of the things that he said on multiple interviews are not the same. So there's something up there. His story is changing. So there's that. It's dramatic. And the fact that there's the list, that, to me, there's something suspicious about that. We may end up, instead of we may end up, instead of doing, hey, Red Shade, thank you for the resubscribe. We may, instead of Sims, play this in the morning because I feel like I need to give it an old college try, and when I'm feeling better. And and especially with games like this, I have to really be running on all cylinders. Otherwise, it's not good. And because I like the fact that it stimulates my imagination. So anyway, guys, if you're watching and don't already follow me, please go ahead and hit the follow button, turn on notifications so you know when I go live next. I stream on Thursdays, Fridays, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 ways you can support the channel. You can subscribe, which gives you access to my Discord, emotes, badges, fun stuff like that, or my Patreon, which supports my music, but also indirectly this channel as well. So thanks very much for spending an hour with me while I suffered and while we got even just scratched the surface of this game. But I really do want to play it because I love these kinds of games where we can just calmly watch a lot of films, little clips about this guy and how much he's a liar. I think something about him, he's a liar. Anyway, have a good evening. Whatever you decide to do, we'll see you tomorrow morning. If you can come, that would be great. Have a good night.